This morning, Norah O'Donnell takes a closer look at those sweeping changes afoot for a storied Washington institution.
So you want a little picture like this?
President Trump is taking center stage at the Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts.
We're going to make a lot of changes, including the seats, the decor, pretty much everything. Needs a lot of work.
He's directing many of those changes as the new chairman of the board. Out are all of President Joe Biden's appointees, replaced with Trump allies.
It is a very big part of the fabric of Washington, D.C., and we're going to make our capital great again, just like we're going to make our country great again.
The Trump White House says an overhaul is needed because the Marquee Arts Center is, quote, woke and broke.
Is the Kennedy Center broke?
The Kennedy Center has the most complicated financial model, and that is true of every nonprofit arts organization. We did a lot of really great things that I really love.
Last month, Deborah Rutter was fired as president of the Kennedy Center after serving for more than a decade. The institution has a budget of $268 million, with $43 million from the federal government. In 2023, it had a $6 million surplus.
Is the Kennedy Center supposed to be a money-making, profitable enterprise?
Right. We're a nonprofit organization. The answer is no. It's not intended to make money.
Its budget comes mostly from donations. Billionaire businessman and former chairman David Rubenstein has given more than $100 million. He, too, was fired last month.
To have us both leaving at the same time does cause me some worry because of the sense of understanding of structure, decision-making, how we go about interpreting our mission, all of those kinds of things.
Art knows no national boundaries.
The Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts was founded in 1971 as a national cultural center and memorial to President John F. Kennedy. Its annual honors ceremony, which airs on CBS, features the best in music, theater, and dance. But now conservatives charge it's too liberal, highlighting 3 drag events last year.
Was it a mistake to host drag shows?
I don't think so. I believe that everybody in America has the opportunity to be seen, and to be seen at your National Cultural Center. The shows that he's referring to are 3 of the 2,000 performances that take place at the Kennedy Center.
What do you think the focus on those 3 shows was about?
I cannot actually imagine. Drag has been around for centuries. Shakespeare performed in drag. The original Shakespeare.
President Trump boycotted the Kennedy Center honors during his first term after criticism from honorees like Norman Lear. So what does the new chairman have planned now? In audio obtained by Sunday Morning, he suggests a new host.
A king of ratings, right? Whether we like it or not, that king of ratings. So if I was the host of the honors, and we'll go slightly more conservative, if you don't mind, with some of the people.
What kind of people does President Trump want to honor?
Oh, they were mentioning a list of people. I remember the name of Paolo Zampolli, I remember the name of Andrea Bocelli. They wanted to do something about Elvis Presley.
Paolo Zampolli, longtime friend of the president, has been on the board since 2020.
What kind of ideas do you have to make the Kennedy Center better?
Well, we're on the Potomac River. We could have a little marina where in the weekend boats can come there. Nice cafes, nice location where they can spend the weekend there and make it like a destination. Other things that I suggested is to franchise it around the world.
Another idea, sending art to the International Space Station.
My idea was to have not Michelangelo, not Picasso, but living contemporary artists to create this very small piece of art. One can be displayed inside the ISS. One can be thrown in LEO, low orbit, that can circulate in the orbit, and one can be auctioned on the ground of the Kennedy Center because they need to raise money.
There are some artists who feel like they won't be welcome at the Kennedy Center. Artists who are gay or lesbian, LGBTQ.
I don't think the press have anything against this kind of people. I don't understand what is this thing's inclusion or this woke like this. The Kennedy Center is acceptable for everybody and has to represent the agenda of America.
Not everyone agrees.
Alexander Hamilton.
One thing you won't see is the musical Hamilton. Producers canceled shows after President Trump became chairman.
I never liked Hamilton very much, and I never liked it.
There have been several other high-profile cancellations and resignations.
Ooh.
The vice president was even booed at a recent performance.
You were a part of the Kennedy Center leadership during the first Trump administration.
That's right.
And was there any involvement in politics then?
Never saw anything like this, no. This is new and it was quite sudden.
Musician Ben Folds is among those who resigned after serving as the artistic advisor of the National Symphony Orchestra, part of the Kennedy Center.
Let's say I get in an artist that has different views than the president. Do they feel safe being themselves? Do they feel safe saying what they believe? They're not political shows, but you can express what you'd like to.
And you think that's no longer the case?
Well, I suspect it's no longer the case. There is an instinct, an authoritarian instinct, that is true in all authoritarian times in history. Take control of the culture, take control of the arts early on.
We reached out to the White House and Kennedy Center for this story. No one responded to our request for interviews.
What's the hardest part about all this?
I think the sting is the disregard for expertise and experience, and we were working towards something extraordinary.
Now, Deborah Rutter says she hopes the institution's founding message isn't forgotten.
I often go back to Eisenhower's words and then Kennedy's words to think about who are we, what do we do? We believe that all of Americans should be seen and should feel welcome at the Kennedy Center.